Zhahansha Dosmukhamedov was a lawyer who was perfect in elocution and politically literate person. Abdurrahman Aitiev, politician, was a prominent figure of the movement Alash and the member of Alashorda government. Zhahansha Dosmukhamedov. Zhahansha Dosmukhamedov was a prominent figure of the movement Alash. To the question, who you're going to be, he responded, I dream to be a man who struggle for emancipation of our nation, their freedom and their independence. Zhahansha Dosmukhamedov has received scholarship of the local governor and then had the chance to be admitted to Moscow University. In 1906, he was accepted to Moscow Imperial Law University. The Russian Revolution had occurred during the years 1905-1907. The Russian Revolution had prompted the deep political view to those people. The intellectual class of Alashorda had created the conditions of the establishment of political party in December of 1905. Alihan Bokikhanov, Ahmed Baytursunov and Dosmukhamedov, as a student, took part in it. He wrote, knowing about the meeting, we'll meet the people we wanted. Our aim was to awake political consciousness of the Kazakh people. Moscow, 1917. Comrade Ilyich, I kindly ask for your assistance in obtaining the relic of the Muslim people of Russia on their behalf. The scripture written by Caliph Osman is in the Hermitage Museum of St. Petersburg. I know you, Dosmukhamedov. As an Imperial University colleague, I would do you a favor. I may have an influence with assisting the Popular Education Commissar Lunacharsky. The first Muslim holy book which had been written by the Islamic luminary Caliph Osman was kept at the Russian Museum in St. Petersburg. I went to the Museum of the Street in spite of the crossfire. Despite the prohibitions, I took the Quran written by Osman's hard blood and came out. He entered the Department of Law of Moscow University. After completing his study, he worked as a public prosecutor in Tomsk. Zhahansha was the first prosecutor of the Kazakh people. In 1916, Dosmukhamedov was referred to consider the cases for the punishment of detainees in the Kazakh steppe in accordance with the letter of the law. As he was a good lawyer and perfect in elocution, Zhahansha acquitted many people. He also was well acquainted with the law and helped many people to escape being arrested and imprisoned. Mr. Zvyabin, could you tell me how to help people? Dosmukhamedov, if you want to help people, you should know the rules. Do you mean laws? Well, I will be a lawyer. Being in Tashkent, Zhahansha Dosmukhamedov translated the criminal code into Kazakh. There is a characteristic of the contemporaries concerning Zhahansha Dosmukhamedov, his perfect skill in elocution and jurisprudence literate. There are two special men among the chiefs of Alashorda who engross people by words. One of them is Murjah Abdullatullah. The other one is Zhahansha Dosmukhamedov. Murjah was perfect in epistolary. Zhahansha was perfect in elocution. Mojakub wrote smoothly and nicely. Zhahansha talked in unusual way. Saken Сейфуллин, poet, public figure. Novel Тернистый путь, Bed of Thorns. At the beginning of a difficult changing time, Zhahansha Dosmukhamedov, the member of the Alashorda, gave his life for the future of his country. He was a prominent figure of the movement Alash, member of the government of Alashorda, lawyer. We, the generation of the future, have reached the state that Zhahansha dreamed about. The works of the Alashorda members remain in the memory of people forever.